This is my get home bag. This is, or a vehicle bag. This is one that sits in my truck. It just stays there until I need it. I just leave it in the truck. And along with the get home bag, I also have a wool blanket, which also just rides in the truck. This is an 80-20 from Harbor Freight. I think it was like $11 or $12. Not too bad. It's not 100%, but it is 80-20, and it'll do the trick. So we're going to open up this bag. I'll show you everything I've got in it, why I think it's important to have that stuff. So let's get to it. Alright, so let's get into my get home bag. This is I'm not actually even sure the manufacturer of this bag. It was a gift. It's a knockoff of the Maxpedition bag. It might be the Condor, like I said, I'm not even sure. But let's take a look at what I have on the outside, and then we'll get on the inside. First, right off the bat, got the Mora Companion Heavy Duty. Get it off here. There we go. That's it right there. Just a small carabiner. I have the Streamlight. I think this is the Nano. The Micro Stream, I'm sorry. Pretty good flashlight. I do keep the batteries in it. There are spare batteries in the bag. I just have a hook with my blood type on it. I also have one of these pack lights. I leave it on the outside, or I can use it to check the contents on the inside. Just push it. It's just bright light. I can leave it right there as I'm walking down a street or down a road. It also has strobe, and of course off. There are straps on the bottom, so I can put that, I can strap the wool blanket right to the bottom of it. This side, Gerber multi-tool, or I'm sorry, this is the SOG Power Lock multi-tool. Pretty good multi-tool, used it quite a bit. Fits right in there, and I do have a handcuff key on the side. This is the Condor, it's just a dump pouch. It unrolls, opens up like that. I can use this for if I'm going through the woods and there's possible tinder sources, wild edibles. I can just open that up, pop them right in the bag right there, and just keep on my way. On the front, I think I just have some Ranger pace beads, pace counter beads. This is the Condor H2o Pouch. Inside here, I've got a water bottle. I also have, it's a little tight on some of this stuff. There we go. The Ollie Camp cup. And I like it because it has the graduation marks on the side of it. 4 ounces up to 16 ounces. And I also have in here, again, a little hard to get out, the Pathfinder stove. And it just nests perfectly inside this pouch. And to keep the theme with the water inside here, I'm not going to get all this stuff out here. It's in here pretty tight. I have the Sawyer Mini, along with the little bag it comes with, the straw, the back flushing syringe, and I do have a few water purification tablets in here as well. So basically this pouch is my entire water system for carrying, purifying, and cooking for that matter. Alright, so let me get this turned around a little bit, and we'll get to the inside. Alright, moving on. This top small zippered pocket right here, I just have a headlamp. That's where I keep my small batteries. I also have one of these IR blinkers. It takes a 9-volt battery. It just flashes an IR light. again, help if you're, I'm trying to get home. Ideally, I want to be found. That could be helpful. And I just have a CRKT Eaton tool. That's that pocket. Moving on to this pocket. Kind of an admin style pocket in here. I just have a couple of tarp clips. 2 big hanks of cordage. I think these are about 30, 40 feet each. 2 chem lights, a red, and an IR. I also have a figure 9 carabiner with some cordage on it for quick shelter making. Down here I have a Sharpie and a Write in the Rain pen. I have the Write in the Rain notebook. And 2 REM wipes. I don't use these too much for guns. I use these for wiping down my hard carbon steel blades to keep rust from happening. And I have a pencil. Okay, moving on to, I guess this would be like the intermediate pocket. So right off the bat, I have an SOL emergency blanket. This is the 1-person emergency blanket. I just have another spork, some bug repellent, 40% DEET. And down in here I have 3 lightweight tent stakes. I have 3 pieces of my favorite fire starter, fat wood. Check that, 4. This is just a small survival kit I got in one of these. I bought this, it came with some stuff. I took most of the stuff out and put in my own stuff. Duct tape, a whistle and a small button compass, signal mirror, Fresnel lens, and then I just also tossed in here just these Bear Grylls Priorities of Survival tips. I got that with some kit I got for Christmas or something. So that's that. And it all fits in here pretty nicely in this waterproof little container. It's green for survival. And then I have this red one. This is my fire kit. I've got a, it's firesteel.com. It's their Gob Spark, I think it is, which is another small piece of fat wood on that attached to the hook. And in here, I've got Chris Tanner from Prepared Mind 101 showed me these. These are awesome. This is the Zip Fire Starter. It's just kerosene impregnated, I don't know, paper, cardboard, I don't know, but this thing goes up like a torch. Wet fire, lighter, just a big lighter. I have a couple of these Mini Inferno, basically just a makeup removal pad impregnated with wax. I have some more, I think these are the UST fire starter tinders, and then just a match case with some UCO stormproof matches inside. What else do I have in here? I have my compass, GI issue lens-out compass. Actually, this isn't the GI issue. This is made by Proforce, I believe. Big roll of flagging tape. Just let people know which way I've gone, or to find my way back if I've gotten myself a little bit turned around. Just a few zip ties, and that's it for this pocket. Move on to the main pocket. Alright, on to the last main pocket here. Got a bunch of stuff in this one. Starting off with food. I just have a Wise cheesy lasagna in the Mountain House beef stew. Just a little bit of calories. Like I said, this is going to be 3 days, maybe a little bit longer, but hopefully I've found my way home in 3 days. My primary knife, Becker BK2. which I've taken the coating off. Need to clean it up a little bit. And I've just put a fire steel on here. And actually the cheapest way I found to put a fire steel on one of these types without having someone make me out of Kydex, 3/8 cable tie, or cable tie downs. You put like your cable TV wire down on the floorboard. That's exactly what these are, just bolted onto the side. They work great, they fit the fire steel absolutely perfectly. And that's that. And this is, I don't know if you can tell by the little red there, this is 550 fire cord, so there's an inner strand of tinder inside this. Cut it open, pull out a piece, fluff it up with a knife, it takes a spark. It's made by Live Fire. Maybe I'll do a review on some of this. I still have some left over. And I did just put an extra striker for the ferro ride just dangling from here. It's on a quick carabiner. I could take it off if need to. My first aid kit, Adventure Medical Kits. It's their first aid 1.0. Maybe I'll do a review on this, but it's a pretty good kit for just a couple days, 1 to 2 people. It's got wound care, sprains, strains, blisters, splinter, tick remover, and some medications: antibiotic ointment, after bite sting relief, ibuprofen, antihistamines, acetaminophen, and aspirin. One of these small, this is like an Esbit stove. I've got the cubes in there. I also have a big chunk of aluminum foil in case I need it to boil water or food preparation, anything like that. I have a belt. I don't always wear a belt when I'm out and about, so I keep a belt in this bag just so I have somewhere to attach my knife. If I take my multi-tool off the side, I have a place to attach that on my hip. So it's just always a good idea to have because I don't always wear a belt, even though I know I probably should. A couple of 3mm, I think there's 2 of them wrapped up in here, 2 3mm trash bags. I can use these as a ground tarp. I can stuff these with leaves and make a kind of a raised bed out of them. I can strictly use these for cover. I can make a poncho out of these. Anything that there's a million uses for these. Just go on YouTube and look for trash bag survival uses. You'll find tons of videos. This is my folding saw. Now this is a cheapie. I've got a Baco in one of my other kits. This is just a Coleman saw, but it's actually been a pretty good saw. I've used it a little bit to trim some trees around the house. So far so good. Like I said, it's not the greatest. It's kind of cheap, but so far it's been working well. This is just a Coleman Poncho. It's a little big and bulky, but it's rainproof. It's fairly windproof. I like it, so that's why I keep it in here. And I just have a olive drab shemagh pouch up here. This is just some toiletries. Just have some wipes. These Colgate Wisp toothbrushes that already have the toothpaste applied, and they have dental or toothpicks on the end. And that's it for there. This compartment, I've got a head net, a mosquito net, just some mechanics gloves. Always wear gloves when you're working with your tools, processing wood. Just always a good idea, working around the fire. I do have a tourniquet. This is like one of the military issue tourniquets. Just a cotton bandana. And make this, obviously you don't wipe off your face. Cover your mouth if there's smoke and dust. I can make char cloth out of this. In here, I just got a pair of socks, an extra pair of socks. Feet get wet. Always good just to have another pair of socks. Your feet get wet, you're miserable, and it just makes walking any distance miserable. And there's a back compartment here. I should have shown this before. I have. How well is it going to come out here? Just a green grabber space blanket. I don't know if you can see that there. Yeah, you can see that pretty well. It's just a grabber space blanket. It's got the reflective side, and this just has an olive drab side. I can make a shelter out of this. Just wrap up in it, make a lean-to. Lots of different things I can do with that. And that just sits back here in what I think is normally the hydration pouch. And yeah, I think that's everything. If there's something you think I need in here I don't have, or if it's overkill, just yeah, comment down at the bottom. I appreciate it. Please like, again, comment, share the video, subscribe to my channel. This is PA Outdoors. You guys get out in the woods, enjoy yourselves, but be safe out there. Thanks for watching.